Hello, nice to have you in once again. My name is Elizabeth Almachikuli, and it's a pleasure to have you watch my channel. And I hope every time you get here, you're inspired and do not feel the same. My prayer to God is always that even if it's just one word or one statement from me, may it reach out and influence somebody to become the best of whom they ought to be. Let that giant just wake up and say, hey world, here I am to inspire you. Today I'm here with my notebook. I love this notebook of mine because when ideas just pop into my head, I jot them down. I learned something from one man who said that the shortest pencil is better than the longest memory. You can get an idea, and if you don't write it down the next time, you're like, okay, what was it? And it was brilliant, but you have forgotten. Get into the habit of having a pen and a paper by you. I appreciate technology, smartphones. You can type in something, but go back and write it down, and you'll be amazed and inspired as to how you can, out of that small idea, you can create something really big. Today I want to talk about building your value. Okay, what is that exactly? Building my value. Each of us have a value. All of us are special. I love the scripture, that's Psalms 139. I am beautifully, wonderfully created. I am amazing, which means I am of value. But you know what? In this journey through life, you need to build that value because every day there are new things that come up and you're not going to remain the same. You need to learn, you need to build here and there and get better and better. Someone once told me something interesting. I love when I'm talking to people, there's certain words that I capture and I'm like, yeah, this one works for me. And I believe it can work for somebody hearing me out. And he said, many times we spend a lot of time looking out for opportunities and we spend very little time building our value. Yet if we spend a lot of time building our value, hey, opportunities will come looking out for us. Just contemplate, think about that. How many times have you run here and there trying to look for an opportunity, and even if it is right in front of you, they say you cannot have it because you don't have what it takes to get that opportunity right in your hands? How many times has a job offer been set before you and you looked for it, you climbed ladders and everywhere, you even talked to the bosses and say, hey, is this job, give it to me. But when it comes to the interview, they ask you, hey, where are your papers? And you do not have your papers. So let us learn to spend time building our value. It will take study, it will take learning from other people. It will take you, probably have to take you to get back to class and sit down and learn. It will need you to open up and have a student mentality. Let everything else be the teacher so that you can build your value, so that when time comes, whatever opportunity that is, you have what it takes for that opportunity. Do not get lost in looking for opportunities and you don't have what it takes. You don't go and apply for a job where they've said, hey, we need a master's, and you have spent the last 30 years and you don't even go back to school to find a master's, to get a master's degree. But you want to probably hit the shortcuts to get the master's degree. You will not get it because there's so many people around who have taken time to build their value. So why don't you also take and get out of the crowd, get out of those who are just looking for opportunities and build your value. Take time to study, take time to learn, take time in prayer. When I read the Bible, I see a number of men, people like Joseph, people like Daniel. These are men who are admired, who are appreciated, whose stories we still hold on today. But they took time in study, they took time learning, they took time in prayer, they were building themselves. And when the opportunities did come and knock at their door, they were the men ready for the opportunities. The Bible talks about King Solomon, a very, very wise man. Actually, I'm studying the book of the stories of Solomon, the books he wrote. And I'm so amazed. In that Solomon, he was brilliant, wise, but he says he took time to study, which means he was equally building himself, building his value. So what is it that you are looking for in society? What is it that you want? Build yourself. Today I'm seated here in a beautiful boardroom. And what comes to my mind, usually in boardrooms, who sits in boardrooms? Board directors, high-class meetings, and what are they discussing? Strategy. How do we get here? How do we get there? But the people who sit there have built themselves. They are men and women of value. They have taken time not to look for the opportunities, but because of their value, the intellect they hold, because they have taken time to groom themselves, the boardrooms are looking for them. Hey, please join us in our meeting. We'd like to hear what you have to say. So that is something I want to leave with you today. A challenge for you. Do you spend time looking for opportunities, or do you spend time building your value? You need to do, I don't say let's stop looking for opportunities. You look out for them. But by the time you reach out to look for them, you know that you have what it takes. That if they tell you, here it is, you're not going to say, oh, I don't have my master's. Oh, I don't have a bachelor's. Oh, I'm not to finish this paper. When they say, here it is, you say, yes, I have all that it takes to get what is set before you. Wow, that's amazing. I think I've also spoken to myself today. Elizabeth, build your value. Build what you have. Build your name. And people will come looking for you. They will come to your organization and they will not say, hey, we need S&K Corporation. They will say, we need Elizabeth from this organization. Why? Because Elizabeth in that organization has taken time to study, to build her value, to learn from others. She has taken time to be critiqued, and she has learned from whatever has come forth to her. Well, this is an amazing one. I'm so surprised at it as well. But anyway, together we learn, together we inspire the world, together we bring out the very best in us. Remember to share, subscribe, and please don't forget to check out at elizabethchiguli.com and you'll be inspired by more. Till next time, God bless you and take care.